Hello, buddy, and welcome to York City Chronicles match reaction. Crawley 2, York 0. You're getting eliminated in the preliminary round of the Carabao Cup. The result, not ideal, obviously, but I think the issue was on the pitch. It was the football itself was terrible. It really was terrible. For the majority of the time he was on the pitch before being substituted, you sign in Jacklin, every single attack seemed to have to go through him. And that doesn't work because you keep doing that and eventually they get marked. Do you know what I mean? So it's ridiculous. Players making runs, but then the player in possession decides to turn around and pass it back. Ollie Banks being used as sitting back in like a defensive / deep line playmaker kind of role doesn't work. When York did get up into the final third, very little balls actually fed to strikers or people in attacking positions. Wasted balls. It's worrying. The football itself is the main issue. It was shit football. It was terrible. It was awful. It was really bad to watch. The result is the result, right? I said all along, if we beat Crawley, there's a very high chance we go out to Watford. So it's not like we're going to have a big, deep cup run, unless there was an early sort of giant killing in terms of Watford. Do you know what I mean? But it was woeful. And Scott Lindsay's first game in charge, and he has his home fans chanting, "You're getting sacked in the morning." The away fans started it, but York fans picked up. Then Scott Maynard's Barmy Army, and "We want Maynard back." That's his first game. And the biggest issue, in my opinion, is after the game, after the shit show, Scott Lindsay just walks straight down the tunnel, doesn't acknowledge fans, doesn't show any minerals, or show that he's got a set on him. He just walks down the tunnel. For a man who's in his pre-match conference, which I'll excuse me. Apologies for that. I just closed the window as it looks like workmen are pulling up outside. Where was I? Yeah, Scott Lindsay, in his pre-match conference. I'll read it here. I'll read this full thing out, and then I'll go into it because I have a lot to say. Rule number 1, as a football manager or a football coach, win games. I've lost one tonight, so we'll try and win the next one. I absolutely don't care about the chance. It is what it is. Honestly, I'm so thick-skinned and it will never get through to me. I'm here to do a job and I will continue to do a job. The minute I let it get through to me, the minute I'm not able to do the job, it's absolutely fine and normal. At the full-time whistle, boos ringing out throughout the stadium, Lindsay chose to not address supporters, but to instead walk straight down the LNER Community Stadium tunnel. Lindsay quoted, "Obviously, I've got to win them over. I'm not going to mug myself off by going over there and getting pelters. I've got to win them over. I understand football. I know how football works." Obviously fucking not. Because if you'd have gone to the fans, accepted the pelters of your shite football that was played, take the criticism, show some respect to your new fans who, I'm sorry, like, already want you gone before a ball was kicked. So at least show some respect. Your team played shit. You made shit substitutions. Like, you're coming in after going on a 10-game winless streak and leaving Crawley 1 point above relegation. Accept the pelters, do a lap, go in the tunnel, show some respect, show some minerals towards the fans. On the game, City were disappointing aspects and looked a shadow of the side that celebrated promotion from the Emperor. It was actually exactly 100 days ago. Maynard, I wish. Lindsay quote, there was a lot I was pleased with, but I thought we defended poorly our left side on 3 occasions. Their first goal came from that. We were a little bit static and a little bit flat in them areas. I also felt that we are quite loose with the ball in the first half, and the final third for me is where definitely needs improvement. We had chances to create chances. The areas where we got into really good areas. Excuse me. Sorry. We had chances to create chances. The areas where we got into really good areas to cross the ball or the final pass, we never really got that right. We did last season. The final third we need to improve on because teams at this level defend probably a lot better than the level below. We've got to find different ways and different runs into the box when we do get high. I thought we got through them at times really well, but the final bit wasn't right. We're 2 weeks. Lindsay hopes to use the next couple of weeks to get his team to gel his team before the Sky Bet League 2 opener with Bristol Rovers. We're 2 weeks away. This is Lindsay's quote now. We're 2 weeks away yet, and I think that we're a little off in terms of our sharpness. We've still got things to work on. It's really early, and there's definitely no panic from me. We're still in pre-season, let's be right. We are just under 2 weeks off from the season starting. We're still in pre-season in many ways, so there was rustiness. Rustiness? It was fucking embarrassing. That's what that was. You can't come in as a head coach after the whole situation with Maynard and have this level of arrogance about you. You're not coming in as a Pep Guardiola. You're not coming in as a multi-time winner. You're not coming in as a serial winner. You're coming in as a guy who left the team who just beat us 2-0 1 point above relegation after not winning in 10 games. Yes, you took them to League One years ago, but we're not living in the past, are we? So you can't show this level of arrogance to fans. That's the biggest irk for me, and I think that is going to be the nail in the coffin for a lot of people. I haven't seen anything from Matt Ugly yet. I'm sure there'll be some asinine fucking post somewhere, but it's just ridiculous. I don't understand it. Look, Depot was getting a lot of criticism, which he didn't do great, but a lot of the players didn't do great. Look at Ollie Pearce last season, the goals he scored, and compared to how he was in that game, he was a ghost. I think the only standouts for me in that game were Jack Hunt, Ollie Banks, excuse me, even playing deeper and more defensive, which he shouldn't be, because his quick thinking in the final third won us so many points last season, but whatever. He still can fucking ping a ball beautifully no matter where he is, which is good, but, doesn't work with him specifically sitting back, in my opinion. Zach Medley looked good, made a couple of errors, but, for his debut, it wasn't awful. Joe Felix, promising when he came on. Alex Newby was promising when he came on. The substitution times and choices weren't right. It's a rough start. I don't want to be all negative, and I don't want to sit here acting like woe is me. But if you haven't watched the match day vlog that I posted, I believe a direct quote from me, Harden stood in the stadium, is, if this is the type of football we sacked Stuart Maynard for, then send us down now. I think that was a direct quote from me, which I don't think it's wrong, because if that result happened under Maynard, there wouldn't be this level of scrutiny. There'd be annoyance, of course, and there'd be people pissed off that in the the start of a new campaign in a new league, it started with a loss, but there's the element of trust. Maynard had the resume, do you know what I mean? And it really is a double-edged sword, right? Because we stick with Lindsay, it's going to be an awful season, right? However, if we sack Lindsay, Ugler isn't going to bring back Maynard. His ego won't let him. That's a fact. Matt Ugler would not bring back Maynard because his little ego would be too hurt over it. So that isn't an option, unfortunately. But if you sack Lindsay, what kind of manager is going to take the job? Right now, with how York are doing, taking that job, the manager would have to be a lot lower level manager / coach, whatever, than Lindsay is, in my opinion. I don't think you could get anyone higher who'd take the job. I'd have gone for Dave Challoner, but I don't think he'd take the job now. And it would also be a very good chance of career suicide at this point. This whole situation, as much as I understand people want to be positive and say what's done is done, let's get behind the boys, etc. 100% get behind the boys. They didn't make these decisions, you know what I mean? But there needs to be a term of realism that this could like all the hype and celebration of us coming up, this whole saga, Lindsay in charge, if Lindsay got sacked, whoever else was to come in, because I doubt it would be anyone better. The best I think we'd do, because of the situation, would be someone level to Lindsay, which wouldn't change that much. I think we're in trouble, and I think this, after so many years of finally getting back into the EFL, I'm worried. I am worried. And I know people will say it's one game, but I don't know. It's painful. The positives are the signings look decent, and the negatives is the football doesn't, the formation doesn't, Lindsay's decision to play players in different roles, it doesn't. There's far more negatives than positives, and that's the problem. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and God. It's really deflating. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate all your time. I'll see you guys next time.